Good evening, I'm Kelly Burkhart. For the second year in a row, the Fort Hays State football team would be featured on the MIAA Network's Game of the Week. And for the second year in a row, the Tigers would host the Central Missouri Mules, this time in prime time. The Tigers getting ready to run onto the field to face the Mules on the MIAA Network. In the first quarter, Central Missouri's Tommy Corwin fires it to a wide-open David Cannon to give the Mules the 14-0 lead. Just before halftime, Kiki Paul will pick off Corwin in the back of the end zone for a Tiger touchback. Fast forward to the start of the fourth quarter as Anthony Shepard will throw to Edward Smith for the 24-yard touchdown to reception. Fort Hays State falls by the final of 35-7. Shepard went 11 of 25 for 75 yards and 1 touchdown. The loss drops the Tigers to 2-5 overall and 2-4 in the MIAA. Staying on the gridiron, one member of the Fort Hays State football team received a big honor from the MIAA on Monday. Senior linebacker Alex Whitehill was named MIAA Defensive Player of the Week for his huge afternoon against Missouri Western on Saturday. Whitehill set the all-time school single-season record for tackles with 164 in a season and finished the day with a career-high 21 tackles. Whitehill spoke after the game about his career at FHSU.
I feel like I'm going to be coming back here tomorrow to watch game film and, on the lift on tomorrow and repeat the whole next week of doing all the same stuff I've done for the last 15 years of my life. So, I don't know. It's hard to put it in perspective right now. It's bittersweet, I guess.
What do the records?
Whitehill currently leads the nation in tackles with 164. The Fort Hays State women's basketball team returned home last night for their home opener against the Tabor College Lady Jays. The Lady Tigers getting ready to tip off against the Lady Jays at Gross Memorial. Fort Hays State would jump out to a quick 14-0 lead over Tabor, and the Lady Tigers would go on to cruise to a 93-34 victory. Every Fort Hays State player that saw playing time in the game scored, led by the 14 points of Caitlin Edwards. With the win, the Lady Tigers improved to 3-0 on the season. The Fort Hays State men's basketball team finished off their long homestand this past weekend, hosting Sterling College on Saturday and Baker University on Sunday. On Saturday, Sterling would start the game quick, but the Tigers would soon cool the Warriors down, and Fort Hays State would go on to grab the 81-66 victory. Karan McKenzie led the Tigers in scoring with 22 points. Then on Sunday, Fort Hays State would host Baker, and the Wildcats would stay close for a part of the game, but the Tigers would pull away for the 90-72 victory. 4 Tigers would score in double figures, led by the 20 points of Kendrick Morris. Fort Hays State wraps up their non-conference schedule with a 6-0 record and will start MIAA play on the road tomorrow night, traveling to Jefferson City, Missouri to face the Lincoln Blue Tigers. The Fort Hays State women's basketball team finished up their homestand as well, hosting Bethel College on Saturday afternoon. The Lady Tigers would continue on their hot start to the season by jumping out to an early lead over the Thrashers, and Fort Hays State would not look back as they would defeat Bethel by the final of 95-61. Melissa Nelson and Caitlin Edwards each had 19 points, and Kayamika Brown was the third Lady Tiger to score in double figures with 13 points. It is the second time in 3 years that the Lady Tigers have started the season 6-0 and will open up MIAA play tomorrow night as they will travel to Jefferson City, Missouri to face the Lincoln Blue Tigers. In one of their toughest tests of the season, the 16th-ranked Fort Hays State wrestling team welcomed the 7th-ranked Central Oklahoma Broncos into Gross Memorial Coliseum last Thursday. The Tigers would find themselves trailing 18-6 entering the final 4 matches of the night, and Fort Hays State would win those final 4 matches to upset 7th-ranked Central Oklahoma 21-18, moving the Tigers to 1-0 on the year. Then on Saturday, Fort Hays State hosted the Bob Smith Open at Gross Memorial Coliseum. Junior Walker Clark won the 184-pound class at the tournament. 3 Tigers would place second in their respective weight classes, and 1 Tiger placed 4th at the event. Staying on the map, one member of the Fort Hays State wrestling team was named RMAC Wrestler of the Week earlier today. Junior Walker Clark was named RMAC Wrestler of the Week after going 5-0 over the past week. Clark defeated Central Oklahoma's Tanner Keck last Thursday and went 4-0 at the Bob Smith Open on Saturday. Clark was also named Most Outstanding Wrestler of the tournament. Fort Hays State will be back in action on Sunday, traveling to Wichita to compete in the Newman Invitational.